You're getting this housing market news before anyone else. There is a huge change in the Southern California market that the news isn't reporting. It's time for the Southern California Housing Market Report. Hey there, Christian Walsh, real estate agent with Wire Associates. We've been helping buyers and sellers make the best data-driven decisions. But first, let's talk about October. We have mortgage interest rates at 20-year highs, record lows for the number of properties for sale and for the number of properties going under contract. Goldman Sachs says that housing affordability is at an absolute record low. Should you buy in an October like this? Well, the answer is yes. And if you didn't buy in October of 2022, which we've just been talking about, you would have missed out on some eye-popping changes in the median home price in Southern California, which we're going to show you right now. Taking a look at median home price using our handy InfoSparks tool, as we do every month, taking a look, and we can see that for Orange County, month over month, that we're down in median home price. LA and Riverside, oddly, are up month over month. This is the time of year where typically prices go down, but we're seeing from September to October in LA and Riverside, it's gone up. Now, year over year, we have some eye-popping numbers. Orange County, almost 15% positive. Remember when we were doing these reports and showing you year over year, we were down, we were in negative territory? Well, that is over. We are in highly positive territory. LA's up 6.1%. Riverside up almost 4% year over year in median home price. Had you purchased a median priced home in Orange County in October of 2022 at the interest rate at that point in time, your monthly payment would have been about $56.75 with putting 20% down. 1 year later, you see a dramatic increase in the interest rate of about 1%, and you see the median home price go up almost 15%. Your new payment would be over $1,400 more and would be about $7,076 with 20% down. So that also means an extra $28,000 in down payment money. And the other three counties, we can see that San Diego is down slightly, Ventura is up month over month slightly, and San Bernardino is down month over month. Again, it is the typical trajectory for prices to be going down month over month until we get to about February or March, and then it should shift again in the spring season. Who knows this year? All bets are off. And then again, eye-popping numbers year over year. San Bernardino, 2.2% up year over year. Not a huge number, but that's positive. And then Ventura, 9%. San Diego, almost 10% year over year increase in median home price. Crazy numbers. And here we go, running through the number of new listings, running through pending sales, and running through closed sales for Southern California, comparing October's all the way back to 2018. Does anybody notice something peculiar in this chart? Raise your hand, or actually you don't need to raise your hand, just call out and tell me what's peculiar. And this isn't a vast conspiracy why we're not hearing about this in the news. They're not looking at the data as often as we do together, so thank you for being here. And then number two, they're probably not diving down to this level to see. Not every county in Southern California is going to show this, but this is big news. Did you see it? Do you see what I'm talking about? It is the white line, the number of properties under contract. Of course, we're down. I've been talking about this for a while. We're down in new listings, closed sales, pending sales. We're at record lows for those numbers. But what do you see in pending sales in Orange County? We see a year over year increase in the number of properties that have gone under contract for the month of October. That is absolutely crazy. This is the opposite of what we're hearing in the news, and this is with interest rates flirting with 8%. This is crazy to see that demand is actually up year over year. Interest rates are over a full percentage point lower at this point in time last year. So that is certainly noteworthy. Moving into Los Angeles, we see that both new listings and pending sales are stable. Those numbers are pretty close together. A slight drop in the number of new listings. We have one fewer than last year for new listings, and then we're down a few for pending sales. So we can see it's not every county. We're not seeing that increase year over year, but we're definitely at a floor and seeing things turn around from a pending sale standpoint. And I've got a couple of reasons why, so stick around to the end. We'll run through those. Don't even think about buying or selling in Southern California without reaching out to us first. Don't forget, we're real estate agents based in Southern California. I got my eye on you. Riverside, we see an increase in pending sales, a more affordable market. We see people going out there putting offers in according to the number of pending sales. And we are seeing the new listings also drop, but we're not seeing the big, huge drops that we saw between 2021 and 2022. So new listings have flatlined as well. So maybe we're at a floor for new listings. San Bernardino increase year over year in pending sales. This is big, big news. I cannot stress this enough. We're at a full percentage point. Last year in October of 2022, those were record high interest rates. And we're at record high interest rates yet again this October in the data, and we see pending sales up. Ventura, of course, always marching to its own drummer, and pending sales are down in Ventura, but we're used to seeing things different in Ventura. Doesn't necessarily correlate to what is going on in the other 5 counties we're covering. In San Diego, again, flat when it comes to pending sales. So we're not seeing the increase like we saw in Orange County, Riverside, and San Bernardino, but it stayed flat. So we're at a floor for demand, and we see listings are down as well. We're kind of at a floor for new listings as well. So let's see where things go the rest of the year with interest rates at these crazy levels. If you like data like we do, then you're going to want to subscribe to our email newsletter so you get charts like this and a whole lot more delivered gently to your email inbox every Sunday. Diving into the multifamily data, one of the only places you are going to get this Southern California data, and we can see, like we saw for single family, we see an increase in the number of properties going under contract. We also see an increase in the number of listings. That's unique as compared to single family. This is crazy. Basically, what I am telling you is that investors are paying the highest amount of debt service that they've paid in decades, and they're still out there writing offers and putting properties under contract. Stick around, like I said, for a little bit, and I'm going to explain why I think we're seeing some of these increases. Moving into LA. Now, LA is a market, you've heard me talk about it, where they had the eviction moratorium that dragged out, and they have a lot of protections in place for renters. In RSO properties, rent stabilized properties, they have not had rent increases for 3 years. The soonest a rent increase is going to happen is February of 2024. If it can happen, that is being debated by LA City Council right now. So despite landlords not being able to increase rents for 3 years, despite landlords not being able to evict for multiple years for non-payment of rent, we can see that investors are out there writing offers right now. Moving into Riverside, an increase in the number of properties that have gone under contract and an increase in the number of new listings, looking to be closer to a more normal year from a listing standpoint, but still down when you look at the historical trend for the number of properties under contract. But we can see the year-over-year increase in the number of properties going under contract. San Bernardino, different from the other counties. We see a drop in the year-over-year numbers for the properties going under contract. For whatever reason, not as compelling. It's going to start snowing there soon, and maybe investors are starting to worry about that. If you remember last year in San Bernardino, a lot of properties were snowed in during the crazy winter we had. I doubt that's what investors are worried about right now, but it is worth noting that of the 6 counties, San Bernardino is unique. Ventura, we see a big uptick in the number of properties going under contract. Nothing like 2019, but look at the numbers. They're always all over the place. I just include Ventura for multifamily data so it doesn't feel left out. I don't want it to get bullied or picked on. They just don't have as many properties there in Ventura in general, so their numbers tend to be kind of all over the place. San Diego, definitely a hot spot for single family and multifamily as well. We see an uptick in the number of new listings, closer to more normal levels of inventory. And then we can see also the uptick, especially year over year, nearly double in the number of properties going under contract. So unbelievable to see with the big increase in mortgage interest rates. That means bigger debt service payments for investors. but they're still out there writing offers and buying for multifamily. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Why would pending sales be up? Well, we have a few reasons we believe that has happened. We reported recently in a video called Gasoline on the Housing Market that the 1031 exchange deadlines for California had been changed. So normally I have a 45-day identification period, 180 days to close on a property. This was changed due to the storms we had earlier in the year. They were moved by the IRS and the California Franchise Tax Board to October 16th. So these dates gave investors more time to procrastinate and ultimately start to write offers and get properties locked up closer to the October 16th deadline. Well, then we all woke up on October 16th and it was extended yet again until November 16th. So there was more time for investors to procrastinate with their 1031 exchange. And that, I feel, contributes to some of the uptick in pending sales that we're seeing, although you can see it didn't happen everywhere. And there's at least two more reasons more buyers may be writing offers, and they're actually contradictory. One is that the buyers think that mortgage interest rates are going to go up. So if you're convinced that interest rates are going to go up, you're going to want to go ahead and lock in your lower interest rate right now before payments get even higher in the near future. The opposite would be buyers who think that mortgage interest rates are going to go down. And that is actually another motivation to write offers. That is, you're going to find the right property, lock it in right now at today's interest rate, and you can afford those payments. But what you're hoping is that mortgage interest rates drop and then you're able to refi and lower those payments in the future. So while those two things may contradict, depending on your outlook as a buyer, you can use either one of those to justify the reason to be writing offers right now. Let me know below why you think more buyers are writing offers right now. Is this temporary or has the market turned? We want to hear from you. If you like this video, you're going to love this next one right here. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Christian Walsh, real estate agent with Wire Associates, and we want to hear from you.